Hello and welcome once again to Bible Class Topics. Today we add another video to our new series, Odds and Ends. Our topic today is respect. Find out what it really means. Many school systems across the country have used the Character Counts program to teach their students how to get along with one another. One of the 6 pillars of their program is the word respect. The schools have it on their marquees and in their bulletins. The teachers stress it in their daily lesson plans, and the principals are talking about it on the PA system. Well, what is respect anyway? The late soul singer and composer Otis Redding wrote a little song that Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, made into a mega hit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. Well, after listening closely to the lyrics of this popular song, you will come to realize that the local school's sex ed committee needs to review these lyrics before we have our school children singing it in honor of the word of the month. While the song obviously is an attention getter, especially the part where Aretha gets her propers when she gets home, it trivializes and sexualizes a word that has at least 10 different definitions, any of which is a moral lesson in and of itself. Now, space and time will not permit an examination of all the aspects of every definition of respect, but perhaps a few examples will convince you that respect is more than the word of the month. It is indeed the word of a lifetime. The meanings of words are important. Without the meaning, a word is nothing but a worthless sound. F.F. Bruce, the former professor of biblical history and literature at the University of Sheffield, England, said it this way: words divorced from their meanings are but empty sounds. Instead of being a vehicle of thought, they become a substitute for thought. In the same article, Bruce went on to quote Thomas Hobbes, the 17th century philosopher, scientist, and mathematician. Words are wise men's counters. They do but reckon with them, but they are the money of fools. According to Bruce, we must know what values to attach to words if we are to profit from them. Respect, then, can be a thing to possess, or it can be an activity. Most of us are more interested in possessing the former than in participating in the latter. And that's too bad, because unless we are willing to give respect, it is unlikely that we will receive true respect. Is there any among us that would turn down a feeling of appreciative, often deferential regard? Or how about the state of being regarded with honor or esteem? We could stand some of that action, couldn't we? Aren't there times when we all feel we deserve respect? Whether we're parents, teachers, children, students, ministers, doctors, lawyers, or Native American tribal leaders, respect is something we all want and we probably need. Instead of worrying ourselves sick about obtaining the respect of others, why don't we go out this week and show deferential regard for someone else? Pass out a little esteem while we're at it. There are other ways to show respect for our fellow persons without violating the biblical imperative to avoid respect of persons, which means partiality or discrimination. We'll say more about that in a few minutes. First, we can show respect by avoiding violation or interference with another person's private business. We can respect their privacy, their possessions. We can respect their person. Sometimes the greatest respect we can show someone is to just leave them alone. Second, we can demonstrate a willingness to show consideration or appreciation towards somebody or something that they hold dear. The action of a scout helping an elderly lady across the street is not corny, that's respect. Catching the door for a package-laden holiday shopper is not just polite, it's respect. Standing for the national anthem and the pledge to the flag is not a requirement, but it is respect. Removing your hat in certain situations is not some leftover rule from some archaic dress code. It is respect. Third, we can pay our respects. Polite expressions of consideration or deference are always appreciated. Usually, we think of the dearly departed when we pay our respects, but let's not forget the dearly living. A wedding, a birth, a baptism, an anniversary, a promotion, and a retirement all invite us to pay our respects. Fourth, a particular aspect, feature, or detail may need to be emphasized, or it may need to be ignored. If your significant other is perfect in every respect but one, forget that one and count yourself lucky. If your child's art project is perfect in only one respect, then praise them for that. As indicated earlier, respect has its negative connotation. A good example comes from the New Testament, the book of James, the 2nd chapter, verses 1 through 4. My brethren, do not hold the faith of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Lord of glory, with partiality. For if there should come into your assembly a man with gold rings and fine apparel, and there should also come in a poor man in filthy clothes, and you pay attention to the one wearing the fine clothes and say to him, you sit here in a good place, and you say to the poor man, you stand there, or sit here at my footstool, have you not shown partiality among yourselves and become judges with evil thoughts? The words pay attention come from a common Greek word which literally means to look upon and is read by the King James translators as have respect. Well, let's leave it to mankind to take a wonderful concept and misuse it. Thanks for watching. We hope that you will subscribe to our channel, come back and watch as many videos as you can. We also have some 10-minute devotionals on a playlist, and also at this point we have studies in the Gospel of Matthew, which is almost completed. Until we meet again next time, may God bless.